Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and today we're going to talk briefly about Mesozoica, a upcoming Jurassic Park Operation Genesis inspired game coming out on PC. Indie game made by, I think it's 9 little talented developers. They may not be little people, they may be average sized people, who knows. Anyways, the developers of this game have been in contact with me for a very long time now, feeding me information, and I've known about this for a long time, but we've not had a trailer or anything, and I didn't really want to talk about the game and show you guys the game until they were ready for their general sort of big release. And I figured, as of yesterday, they've done that, they've released the game to the public, and I figured now is the time to talk about it a little bit more with you guys, because this is important. We've been waiting for a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis sequel for a very long time. Now obviously we do have Prehistoric Kingdom on the way as well, and it's a bit strange that despite waiting for over 10 years for a sequel to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, we suddenly have 2 in the same year, but I don't think any of us are complaining. So, Mesozoica, like I say, is essentially a spiritual successor to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. And I'm going to go ahead, we're going to read out the press release information they sent me, because, you know, we may as well let them describe their own game essentially. So let's boop and read this out. February 22nd, 2015. For an extended period of time, fans of the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis game have been waiting for a sequel or, better yet, a spiritual successor. Today I'm pleased to announce that a small team of 9 veteran indie developers, of normal height, are in the process of making such a predecessor. With the customizable features you would expect in a massively multiplayer online video game and a variety that a role-playing game offers, Mesozoica looks to not just captivate you a couple times, but continually for years to come, which is something that Jurassic Park Operation Genesis has done very well. Mesozoica can be classified in the genre of Tycoon Simulator only because of the role the player takes and the objective of the game itself. The players will have to navigate what it means to manage the 8th wonder of the world. Players will find themselves completely customizing their parks. Everything from the kinds of prehistoric creature to the colours of those creatures is player controlled through genetics, which sounds really cool. A fully fleshed backstory behind every character you interact with leaves the world you play in feeling alive as conflicts and opportunities arise based on your decisions. You'll find that some characters are easier to befriend than others. While this may sound a lot like a role-playing game, it is only a mere segment of the entire game, as the player will be challenged to truly create the park of their dreams. And then suddenly, psh, everybody's mind exploded with absolute hype. The idea being, it just seems to be Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, but with more story. Let's be honest, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis did not have a story, except here's an island, put dinosaurs on it, which was fine. But it would have been nice. I actually made a comment during our Jurassic Park Operation Genesis playthrough that the humans were very much a non-factor in the game. You know, they were just these mindless little drone people roaming around. And it does seem like maybe that's not going to be the case anymore, which would be pretty cool. But we don't care about any of that. We're here for the dinosaurs and stuff. I've got 3 images of creatures, and I say creatures on purpose, going into the game. Let's start off with the most exciting one in my opinion. Boop! It's a Mosasaurus! They've already confirmed they are going to have aquatic creatures in the game, which is just absolutely huge. I think we'll all agree that's absolutely ginormously huge. Look at it, it's an aquatic creature. It's gonna be like a Zoo Tycoon 2 Dinosaur Digs, because that did have more story, but modern and pretty and filled with dinosaurs. And I'm so excited. Next up we have the ever lovely Spinosaurus, looking rather rah rah rah. And we also, I don't know what rah 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 means in this context, but we'll go from there. And we also have a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now obviously they've not gone for like pure realism in terms of model designs and such things, but that's okay as far as I'm concerned. That's not a big deal because, well, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis had all the Jurassic Park models and they were very unrealistic. If people do want hyper-realistic dinosaurs and stuff, then there are games coming out that will address that. Dinosaur Battlegrounds in particular seems to be going down the realistic route. And it's nice that we're going to have games that kind of offer alternate sides of the dinosaur spectrum in terms of what we can do. And although Mesozoica and Prehistoric Kingdom are quite similar in idea, the fact is they'll play very differently, they'll look very different. And I've seen enough of of Mesozoica across these last few months to be excited about it. I've seen little glimpses of the UI and stuff like that, and the UI looks fantastic. And that's about it really. I'm going to link their Facebook page down below. Everybody go like their Facebook page, give them some support. We should all be supporting games like this. We should all be like just trying to say, yes, we want this game, we do want this game. Honestly, your mama may tell you you're a fool, but we all want the game, so keep making it. We need to do that. As lovers of dinosaurs and gaming, we need to support people who put those two beautiful things together by liking and telling them how much we love them and such things like that. And I'm also going to, as soon as I stop talking, in a moment, I'm going to put in the trailer, the release trailer they've done for Mesozoica. Hopefully the developers are okay with that, because I didn't actually ask them, but I'm sure they're fine. I'd like to thank the developers for keeping me in the know for these last few months and talking to me and stuff, and I really appreciate them sort of reaching out to the dinosaur gaming community in that way, and I'm sure as long with you guys, we're all very excited for the game, basically. And nothing much more to say. I don't have lots of intricate information about it. There's bits of the trailer that'll hint at possible gameplay features and stuff. The trailer's a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie, and it's not like a gameplay trailer except for one part at the very end, which is very nice with lots of inspirational music. But it's not a proper gameplay trailer yet. I'm sure we'll get one of those down the line. It doesn't really matter. The game's out there for public look. The logo's pretty cool. All that kind of jazz. Go, take a look at it. Talk to the developers. They've been very open and talkative with me so far. I'm sure they will with you guys. And I shall see you lovely people in the next episode. And just to clarify, when this game comes out, or if I get my hands on any gameplay possibilities, I will be playing the hell out of it. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers, and see you after the trailer.
There once was an idea, a concept for a theme park. A park where the extinct weren't extinct. This idea inspired millions, and they demanded its creation. The best and brightest fought over the rights to take on such a project. And now, you are in control. What will you make?